We're talking UNI Panther football with head coach Mark Farley. The Panthers coming off a road trip to #1 North Dakota State, where the Bison get the 42-19 victory over the UNI Panthers. Coach, always a tough place to go up and play in the Fargo Dome. Right out of the gates, though, opening kickoff return for a touchdown. Looked like there was a penalty on it. Got picked up, but it gave the Bison immediate momentum.
It was a tough start. With the penalty and the pickup and the score, it was a tough way to start. But our offense went down and picked up the first field goal.
What do you like about the offense being able to respond time and time again? We saw it in that game against Missouri State here inside the Unidome, where they answered and put 42 points up on the board.
Yeah, they're getting better each week, and that was a good defense last week. And Sheckelman is really progressing as a quarterback.
Once again, ties his career high 270 passing yards, 2 passing TDs, no interceptions, a clean game for Sheckelman.
It was. He got us out of trouble. He scrambled for some throws and had some excellent throws down at the end zone.
Coach, he's looking efficient too. 22 of 32 passing wise, and continues to find a number of different receivers in that passing game.
He does. He's and the guys that stood out to me were Dez and Sergio. Those two really stood out as far as making tough catches, getting open at critical times, and making plays.
Yeah, Sergio not only had the 2 touchdown receptions that Sheckelman threw in the receiving game, he goes over 100 yards receiving as well on just 5 catches. What have you seen specifically this last Saturday from Sergio as he continues to go out and play excellent for you?
Sergio really played determined football out there, and he played hard, as did Dez and many other guys. But I tell you what, Serge stood out in that particular game.
Desmond Hudson, 5 catches, 73 yards. We hear from him all the time. His name always seems to come up. You talk a lot about consistency. What are you seeing here late in the season from those 2 seniors?
How Des preps and how he prepares for every game, and he's starting to get the results of his prep and his mindset and the way he plays the game, because I could show you just as many blocks downfield that he made as catches.
Coach, the rushing game, I know you'd always love to have more yards, but being behind, he passed a little bit more. Amari Pesek-Hickson, though, the running back, 26 rushing yards, but he also had 7 catches for 41 yards. If you look at the totality of what those running backs are providing you, it's really not bad each Saturday.
No, it comes down to what kind of game it is. I mean, Ty is running superb. He's running so hard. Gets all the extra yards that you want and really punishes. Punishing runs is what he's making. And then in this particular week, you had Amari, who had a lot of passes out of the backfield, checkdowns, and made the most of that and moved the chains.
We have stories on both of those Panther running backs on our YouTube and social media channels. Coach Titus Cram, a 25-yard reception as well. A young man, underclassman out of Bondurant Farrar. What have you seen from some of those younger guys like Titus as they get some opportunities this season?
That is an excellent class. I mean, you had Briggs out there playing tight end for us when Lane went down, a freshman. You look at Titus, the play that he made was really an excellent play. He made a great adjustment, and very talented as a true freshman. We played Antonio Scott on defense as a true freshman. So there's a lot of youth out there, but there's a lot of talent out there as well that is to be developed.
Panthers are getting ready to host Illinois State inside the Unidome on Saturday. Coach, 42 points in here, a fantastic crowd. What do you want to see from your guys as you guys hit the field here for a home game to get November rolling?
Well, we just need to put together a complete game, offense, defense, and special teams. And we've hit on some cylinders at some times, but not in the way that you need to throughout a whole game. So we need to find that mark and find it this Saturday.
All right, we'll have more coming up here with UNI head Panther football coach Mark Farley. We'll talk defense. We'll also have a story coming up on Carter Hewitt on that Panther defensive line and preview that Illinois State game a little bit more. More Panther Sports Talk continues after this.